Hi there, everybody. Welcome once again to Trailblazer Baseball and Softball this week. Rod Zundel, along with the head softball coach, Randy Simpkins, and junior pitcher Soren Garten. The baseball team, they're playing this afternoon in Eugene against the Oregon Ducks, so we'll give them the afternoon off, but we'll show you what happened on Monday night. A spectacular finish for the Trailblazers here. But for the softball, you begin WAC schedule this weekend with 3 at Arlington on Friday and Saturday, so you're getting right after it.
We're getting right into the fire for sure. No, yeah. and Arlington's good, and anytime you travel to Texas, the travel's tough, and they're good at home, so yeah. We got our work cut out for us.
After that series, you come back for a non-conference game against BYU on Tuesday, March 11th. And Soren, junior pitcher, you're off to a 4-4 start. Just talk about what you feel and how you see your team this year, maybe compared to last.
Yeah, you know, it's been a fun year. We have a young team. We have a lot of new players, some transfers, freshmen. But it's been really fun to work with one new catcher, one returning catcher. Mm-hmm. I'm the only returning pitcher, so that's been interesting. It's been really fun taking the lead on that kind of, stepping into a new role of leadership. It's been a really fun year so far.
We'll talk more about your numbers. They're impressive, Coach. And that's what you expected from your returning pitcher. But you're coming off a 5-game series at a tournament in Long Beach over the weekend. You went 3-2. That includes a win over Pittsburgh of the ACC, so that's a nice win.
That's a huge win for us. Anytime you put a Power 4 or Power 5 win in your resume, it's a good thing. And Pitt's a good team. They're well coached, they're deep, and we played really, really well.
And Soren, you got to play Omaha on Sunday. You went to extra innings, and they're a top-tier team, right?
They're a regional team every year.
Yeah.
They're very, very good. They win 40-plus games every year, so it was a really good challenge. And we threw a couple of freshman pitchers at them. That we told them, hey, it's kind of a sink-or-swim thing, and they pitched it really well, and we hit it really well. It gave ourselves a chance to win.
And Soren, you got the win over Pitt. What was it, one earned run against the Panthers. So just talk about playing that kind of competition, getting you ready for the start of WAC schedule this weekend.
Yeah, that was a good game. We've had a really good preseason. We've played a lot of tough teams, which sometimes is not the most fun as a pitcher, but it is a really good learning experience, a step stool for playing good competition in conference because we have great conference.
Okay, let's talk about her numbers, Coach and Soren. All right, so you're 4-4 so far this season, 5 complete games, 3.71 ERA. Those numbers include a 2-hit shutout in the first game of the season against UC Riverside, a 1-hit complete game shutout against Weber State, and then only 1 earned on a complete game against Pittsburgh. Those are good numbers to build on, get ready for conference play.
She's been really, really good, and she's had to kind of reinvent herself a little bit because of, last year everybody knew her a little bit. Yeah. Everybody knew, hey, this is what she's going to throw. So this year we talked at the start of the year saying, okay, hey, what else can we throw at them? And she's been able to mix speeds and change speeds and do some great things.
And this is your video from your 1-hit shutout against Weber State. So this saved the 1-hitter right there. Nice fielding, too. So, Soren, he talked about improving on what you did last year. Do you have a favorite pitch, or what pitch have you improved on?
I've just kind of built off what I had. Off speed is always something really good to have under your belt, I feel like. That's been good for me this year. My freshman year, I relied a lot more on speed. This year, I'm relying a lot more on spin. I think that's very impactful at this level.
And Coach, having her able to go the distance and get complete games saves your pen, obviously, but also gets a lot of consistency and keeps her in the game with your best pitcher, obviously.
Yeah, and we know we're going to get a quality start every time she takes the mound. She's going to battle. She's kind of had a couple of little things that battling, pain-wise, and I always ask her, "How you doing?" "I'm fine." And I know she'll power through it. But she's been really, really good and is a big-time competitor out there.
Soren, 1-hit complete game shutout, 2-hit complete game shutout. When are we going to get the complete game no-hitter?
I don't know. That's not really on my sights. We're just looking for team wins.
Well, that's on our sites.
Yeah, for sure.
If you don't allow any hits, you've got a good chance of winning, Coach.
It's hard to lose if they don't score, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we always talk about this early on in the season. Now as you get in this WAC play, from one weekend to the next weekend to the week, you've had about a month worth of games now. What improvement have you seen with your team that you're excited about?
Pitching staff being more consistent. early in the year, we knew we were going to be a little inconsistent because we have 2 freshman pitchers and 2 transfer pitchers and only 1 returner. So we knew we were going to be a little up and down. We've been a lot more consistent with every time our pitchers take the mound, and these young kids are getting more innings under their belt. They're understanding how to navigate those Division I hitters and stuff like that. So more consistency pitching-wise has helped us tremendously, and then we've hit it. And I knew we were going to hit it better this year than we did last year, but that's something that we've kind of hung our hat on. We've always been able to hit it, and no matter what team we've played, we've had some pretty good swings.
Yeah. And Soren, as the only returning pitcher and as the leader of that staff, have they talked to you about stuff? Have they picked your brain a little bit? How do you kind of manage the group?
Yeah, it's fun. I think I get maybe 100 questions every day, but I really enjoy the younger girls. They've been really easy to mesh with. We have a lot of fun out there in the bullpen.
Yeah, it's a great group. They cheer for each other really well.
Yeah. Okay, Soren, you're from Pendleton, Oregon. Why Utah Tech? What made you choose St. George?
I love me some warm weather.
Yes.
That was a huge reason why I chose down here. I had a lot of cold springs up in Oregon. I love outdoorsy stuff, so being close to Zion and Bryce Canyon and all that, and also just a quick 2-hour drive from Vegas if I want to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
I'm 12 hours from home, so it's far enough, but it's not too far.
About an hour and a half flight maybe to Vegas? 2 hours?
Yeah. I would say 2 hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes I usually fly into Portland, but.
Yeah, well, that's true. Okay, so tell us a little bit about you growing up, what your life was about, family life, all that kind of good stuff.
Yep, so I'm from a small town in Oregon. I'm like the northeastern corner, kinda. My mom pitched in college. My dad played baseball in college. My mom actually played 2 sports in college. My sister.
Softball and?
Softball and volleyball.
Okay, all right.
And then my sister, she played at Weatherford College in Weatherford, Texas. Loved it down there. My dad was always a coach for me, so that was always hard. He's not allowed to catch me anymore. But
Coach, is that for me you're doing?
It keeps them friends.
Yeah. But
Okay.
no, my dad's really been a big supporter. Him and my grandpa, they actually drove like 17 hours this weekend down to California to come watch me play. So.
Right. So you talked about your sister. Any other siblings?
Nope, just her and I.
You too, huh?
Yeah, I'm the
All-girl
baby.
family, huh? Your dad loving it. A girl dad.
Yep.
So who taught you how to pitch? Your dad as a coach and a former baseball player, or your mom as a softball pitcher?
Obviously it was my mom, but my dad always coached my teams. I always just took pitching lessons growing up. My mom has always been a really big help, though.
Okay, now if they're watching, who's the better pitcher, your mom or your dad?
My dad was a third baseman, so,
Okay, so
I'll
your
give it
mom.
to my mom.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Who's the better hitter?
Probably my dad. I don't know if my mom hit.
Okay, pitchers, all you gotta do is throw it. So, all right, so it's great to have you here, and you're off to a great start. And I'm still waiting for that no-hitter, and I think against Utah Valley would be the perfect time to have it. You'd think, or maybe even BYU this Tuesday.
There you go.
So, are you playing? Are you? Did she get the start in the first of every series? Is that kind of the way it goes, or what?
For the WAC series, that's what we'll start with this first weekend for sure, and then we'll kind of go from there. So.
Yeah. So just explain for those who aren't an expertise in softball. Do you have to wait so long, so many days, so many pitches?
No, there's no pitch or innings restrictions like there are in baseball.
Okay.
The leagues growing up. Biomechanically, it's a little bit easier on your arm. We try to manage innings. Like I say, she didn't throw on Sunday because she'd already thrown Friday and Saturday. 3 days in a row is a little tough. But with a WAC series where we go a doubleheader Friday and a single Saturday, she'll start game 1 and game 3 probably, and then we kind of go from there.
And would you start every game if he'd let you?
I don't really care. I think the cool thing
Yes,
about our
Coach is
staff.
saying yes.
No, I think the cool thing about our staff this year is everyone is genuinely rooting for each other.
Yeah.
And it's not always like that in college sports, so
Yeah.
it's been really fun with our staff this year.
We have a great group. We really do.
Yeah.
Okay, so while you're here this week and then getting ready to head out to Arlington to open up the WAC schedule, the baseball team, they've been in Portland. They're in Eugene today playing the Oregon Ducks. But Monday night they were playing the Portland Pilots, and they were trailing in the top of the ninth. 6-4 when Aaron Perez stepped up to the plate with the bases loaded, and then this happened.
Fly ball. Fly ball. Deep into right center field. Mensch is giving chase. He's at the warning track and gone! A grand slam for Utah Tech. And they take an 8-6 lead here in the top of the 9th inning.
And that's the way it finished. Aaron Perez, the hero on Monday night, with a grand slam in the top of the 9th. And the Trailblazers get the job done 8-6. That's fun to have those kind of heroics. And you've had plenty of those last couple of years.
Love their celebration at the end there.
It was great. And then we slowed it down. It was all in unison.
Yep.
They practice that, huh?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Do you practice celebrations with your team?
The booms.
Yeah, we
boom?
do. That's a new one this
What's the
year.
boom?
Do you want to explain it?
It's
kind of a trending thing. If you do something good, it deserves a certain number of booms. So they're like boom, boom. You know.
Okay,
so
I got
the better
you.
the play, the more booms you get. So,
Okay, all right.
And it's quite the thing. So
All right,
they love each other.
Okay,
for
we'll
sure.
have the Boomers out in full force this weekend to open up the WAC schedule in Arlington, okay? All right,
good.
well, safe travels to Texas, and you have a doubleheader on Friday, then a single game on Saturday. 3-0 start the WAC. Sounds pretty darn good.
We'd love it.
All right, Soren Garton, thank you so much for coming by, and good luck as you're going to be pitching Friday. So, Coach, we'll
Thanks,
see you
Ron.
again.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. See ya.